Wargames Factory is a plastic miniature manufacturer opened in 2007. It specializes in highly detailed, multi-part models in hard plastic for wargaming. Wargames Factory produce models mostly in the 28mm range, but have done other scales as well. It is unique in the way it chooses the subject of its miniatures, using what they call the Liberty and Union League to produce models submitted by consumers. Production process. The company is using a direct-to-digital approach which does not use an original physical sculpt. This is unlike many other plastic wargames figure manufacturers who sculpt the figure at 3 times the eventual size, then digitally scan and reduce them for production. In the design process, the company uses the software Freeform from Sensible. History. Wargames Factory was established as a limited liability company in 2007, managed by Anthony Reedy. The company entered partnership with the plastic injection molding company Ghost Studio. In 2010, the company was taken over by its partner with George Civey as new manager. The Massachusetts-based LLC was dissolved on April 19, 2011 as the business moved to Colorado. 2012 saw the company taking on manufacturing projects for several miniature wargaming companies. They produce models for In Media Res Productions, Imprint Catalyst Game Labs, Board Game Leviathans, first released on Gen Con in 2011. They also produce lines of miniatures for Dreamforge Games and Scarab Miniatures. Liberty and Union League. The name Liberty and Union League was taken from the protests of the early American colonists and the raising of liberty poles. Ideas are submitted by customers and then wait for approval by the Wargames Factory staff. Once the idea is approved as being viable, it is listed on the Liberty and Union League, and on the Wargames Factory message boards on the company's website. After its listing, people are then able to pre-order sprues of that idea for a miniature. The pre-orders are to gauge the interest in a sprue idea, and once they reach 1,000 the models are put into production. Current miniature ranges. Might of Rome, Ancient German Warband, Ancient German Cavalry, Caesar's Legions, Late Republican Roman Legionaries, Celt Cavalry, Gallic or Briton Barbarian Cavalry, Celt Chariots, Gallic or Briton Barbarian Chariots, Celt Warbands, Gallic or Briton Barbarian Warriors, Air Cavalry, Early Imperial Roman Auxiliary Cavalry, Numidians, North African Warriors, War of Empires British Firing Line, Colonial British Infantry, Zulu Warriors, Alien Sons, Shock Troop Greatcoats, 18 multi-part sci-fi troopers, Shock Troop Heavy Weapons 3x Heavy Weapons and Crews, Dark Futures Zombies, Multi-Part Zombies, Zombie Vixens, Multi-Part Zombies, Apocalypse Survivors, Men, Multi-Part Living Humans with Weapons, Apocalypse Survivors, Women, Multi-Part Living Humans with Weapons, Hammer of the Gods Saxon FYRD, Unarmored Saxon Warriors, Saxon Thens, Armored Saxon Warriors, Viking Bondi, Unarmored Viking Warriors, Viking Huskars, Armored Viking Warriors, Horse and Musket War of Spanish Succession Artillery, War of Spanish Succession Cavalry, War of Spanish Succession Infantry, American War of Independence, British Infantry, American War of Independence, Continental Infantry, American War of Independence, Colonial Militia, American War of Independence, Woodland Indians, Legacy of the Greeks Amazon Warriors, Heavy Armor Greek Hoplites, Persian Cavalry, Persian Infantry, Rising Sun Ashigaru Missile Troops, Infantry armed with bows and arquebus, Ashigaru Yari Troops, Infantry armed with spears, Samurai Warriors, Samurai Cavalry, Samurai Warriors, World War II WW2 German Infantry 28mm, WW2 US Infantry 28mm, WW2 German Infantry Company 15mm, contains 84 figures. WW2 Red Army 28mm, WW2 American Rifle Company 15mm, contains 92 figures. Myths and Legends Orc Warriors, Skeleton Warriors, Old Soldier Recycling Program. In the past, Wargames Factory ran a plastic sprue recycling program in which environmentally conscious wargamers could send in their unused plastic sprues for recycling. The factory could then melt these down and use them in new frames of miniatures. As an incentive for participation in the program, the company entered the names of the participants into a raffle to win Wargames Factory products. This program has since been discontinued and no longer recycles old sprues. However, Wargames Factory encourages wargamers to recycle their old sprues locally.